Hey there, in 1971, you could buy a house for $25,000. Today, that same house costs $400,000. Is the house 16 times better? Did it get bigger? Nicer? No, the house is the same. Your money is 16 times worse. You've probably heard about inflation, supply chains, COVID. But what if there's something else going on? Right now, in boardrooms across the world, countries are making moves most people never see. They're quietly moving away from the system that kept your money strong. They're building alternatives, and when that system breaks, the bill doesn't go to the government, it comes straight to your wallet. That's why a trade deal on the other side of the world can raise your mortgage. There's a sequence of events that quietly drains your savings. Most people won't see it until it's too late. This isn't about being informed. It's about financial survival. The rest of the world is trying to escape this system. If you don't see it coming, you're paying the privilege tax they're avoiding. Let's break it down. Here's the magic trick America's been pulling for 50 years. A system that lets America spend money it doesn't have, without the usual consequences. It's called the petrodollar. Saudi Arabia sells oil, but only for dollars. So if a country wants oil, they need dollars first. If you want to trade internationally, you need dollars. That forced the entire world to want US dollars, and that gave America a special power economists call exorbitant privilege. It's basically a cheat code for the global economy. When prices didn't rise at home right away. Instead, the cost was sent overseas. Other countries absorbed the inflation because they needed dollars to trade. Picture a giant bucket labeled US economy. At the top, a faucet pours in dollars, the Fed printing money. But there's a big hole at the bottom. That hole is the rest of the world. So the bucket never overflows. The inflation leaks out instead. This let America borrow cheaply. US bonds became the safest investment on Earth. US bonds became the safest investment on Earth. Other countries paid the inflation cost. Americans enjoyed cheap imports and a higher standard of living. All of it subsidized by the world holding dollars. But privileges only last as long as everyone agrees. In early 2022, the world stopped playing along. February 2022. Russia invades Ukraine. Within days, the West made a move that changed money forever. They revealed a hidden kill switch in the global economy. Imagine a giant control panel that controls access to money. One by one, click, click, click. $300 billion of Russian reserves frozen. Russian banks were kicked off SWIFT. Yachts seized, assets locked. But the real moment was personal. A grocery store, a card swipe, declined. It worked yesterday. Overnight, it didn't. Someone far away flipped a switch. The system shut Russia out. Multiple country figures watching nervously. If your money is in dollars, the US can shut you down. Every country thought the same thing. They could do this to us. The dollar wasn't just money anymore. It was a weapon. China responded first, and fast. Most China-Russia trade moved to local currencies. They proved you don't need the dollar to trade. Others followed. India bought Russian oil using rupees. Brazil and China traded directly. This wasn't just about Russia. BRICS expanded in 2024. These countries produced the world's energy and minerals. Saudi Arabia joining was a turning point. So how do you replace the dollar? Digital currencies, new payment systems. Now we have two tracks. On one side, the old dollar system. On the other, a new system, moving fast. Countries stocked gold, the US can't freeze. Oil trade without dollars surged. The dollar still leads, but the trend is clear. Everyone uses dollars because everyone else does. You can't flick the switch without crashing yourself. What changed was speed. Slow enough to avoid collapse, fast enough to matter. Two tracks, both running, one losing riders. Why does a central bank buying gold make your milk more expensive? Why does a decision in Beijing raise your mortgage? Because it's not complicated. It's a straight line. When countries dump US bonds, interest rates rise, and your bank raises your mortgage. This isn't economic theory. It shows up in your monthly payment. Let's connect the dots. Remember the leaking bucket? Money poured in from the top. Inflation leaked out to the world. But when countries don't need dollars anymore, those dollars come rushing back. More money chasing the same stuff. Prices go up. Picture giant dominoes. Countries sell treasuries and buy alternatives. Interest rates rise to attract buyers. Your mortgage, car loan, credit card all spike. Imports get more expensive. The final domino hits your groceries. Boxes smaller, prices higher. Standing in the store doing mental math. This war isn't in boardrooms, it's in your kitchen. You can't stop de-dollarization, but you can see which domino falls next. That gives you time to move. People who understand this are already hedging. They're buying things that hold value. This isn't a future theory. Some inflation stayed home instead of leaving. Your savings buy less every month. Some say the dollar still dominates. They're right, but missing the trend. It doesn't need to disappear, just weaken. It's a massive shift, but visible if you know where to look. This isn't conspiracy. It's countries protecting themselves after watching Russia. They saw what happens when access gets cut off. The era of cheap everything is ending because the privilege that made it possible is fading. This isn't about politics. It's how the global system is rewiring. Understanding the system is the first step to surviving it. Alarm bell muted with a calm check mark. It's about awareness. So here's the real question. Does the dollar slowly lose its reserve status? Or does the system stabilize and hold together? Which happens first? Drop your guess in the comments. Slow decline or fast collapse? If you want to understand the forces reshaping your future, subscribe for explanations that cut through the noise. Because the world is changing, whether you're watching or not.